Good morning, guys. Welcome to our penultimate maths lesson for this term before we all break up for summer holidays. Woohoo! So today it's all about collecting data. So you're going to definitely need a partner today. So if you've got a sibling or mum, dad, nan, or granddad, whoever you live with, here to help you, this is going to be really, really important. Okay. So grab your book, paper, pens, pencils, whatever you're going to use to write onto, and get today's data in Wolt in. Today's Wolt is collect data, and we're going to collect our very own data by doing some experiments in our home or in our gardens. So we're going to be working in partners or threes. However many family members you've got, you can add more if you would like, but you're going to need at least 2. And you're going to complete 5 different activities. Okay, so Mr. Saunders has given us a bit of an example of how that might look. So we've got our 5 activities, and we have got our heart rate. This is the thing that we're going to be tracking today. Now, your 5 activities can be anything you want, but they do need to increase or decrease your heart rate. So, for instance, I think the first one, as most of us are probably sat down, is going to be 30 times stands. So for instance, my one would literally be, sorry, this is very bad mouse control by Mr. Lakin. So you're sat down and you've got to stand up 30 times. And what you're going to do is measure your heart rate, and I'll show you how to do that in a second. Okay, so I'm going to go with 30 stands. Then after a couple of minutes rest, I might do 30 let's go star jumps. I'm just going to draw a star jumps. Then I might go and say do 30 seconds of stair climbs. If you live in a flat or you're in a bungalow, you could maybe do 30 seconds of high knees, and then you might want to do 30 sit-ups. It's entirely up to you, but what you want to do when you lay out your box, make sure in each activity you just write in your activity name, so we have an idea of what is causing your heart rate to go up or down. Now, we need to figure out how to measure your heart rate. So there's a couple of different ways you can do it. There usually is an app on your phone. So if you've got a smartphone or an iPad, there's usually a heart tracker app that are free of charge. If you wear a smartwatch, I know some of you have got smartwatches, there will be a heart tracker in there if your watch has that feature. Now, if you type in heart tracker onto your phone or iPad, it uses your camera and your LED. You put your finger over it and it will give you a pretty accurate heart reading. But if you haven't got one of those, then we can do it the old-fashioned way. So you'll see on your wrist, you can see there's sort of 2 lines. Now what we want to do is on the outside of those lines, our thumb end, and I'm using my right hand, we want to find a ridge. So there is the edge of our wrist and our, I think it's our ulna, and there's a ligament here as well that helps control our hands. So if we stick 2 fingers in between these 2 ridges and then sort of move your fingers around a little bit and concentrate, you'll eventually start to feel a heartbeat. So I can feel my heart beating now. Now, to work out how many beats per minute, we're not going to count all the beats in 1 minute. What we're going to do is we're going to ask our partner to look at their watch or their phone or their timer and tell us to say, tell us to start counting, and they're going to check for 6 seconds. So let's do this together if I've not explained that very well. So I'm waiting for 10 seconds to start on my, I'm waiting for my timer to start. Okay, so in 6 seconds I had 5 beats. Now, we're not doing heart rate per 6 seconds, we're doing heart rate per 60 seconds. So I need to multiply my heart rate by 10, because 6 times 10 equals 60 seconds, and that's how many beats I would have in 1 minute. So my heart rate at the moment is about 51 beats per minute. Okay, so in the starting position, in my resting state, my heart rate is approximately 50 BPM. Okay, does that make sense? Now, once I've done my 30 stand-ups, up and down, up and down, up and down, I'll do the same again, either use my watch, my phone, or the old-fashioned method, and I will record my 30 stands. Then what I would recommend, just so we get an accurate result of which is causing, say, the biggest heart rate increase, I would give yourself, say, 30 seconds to 1 minute just to cool down, get your breath back before having another go at the next activity, okay? Once you've got all of those filled in, you can do it with your partner, and then we can have a look at the data and then get ready tomorrow for plotting our information on our graph. Now, if, for instance, you don't have a phone, you don't have a smartwatch or a tablet, or you just can't find your pulse, you have a pulse, don't worry. Everyone has a pulse. There's no zombies in our school, not yet anyway. Now, if you're still struggling to find that pulse, get your nana, granddad, mum or dad, whoever it is you live with, just to put their head on your chest, over their ear, and they'll be able to hear your heart rate. And the same to you if you're working, say, with your dad and you can't quite feel his heart rate in his wrist, just put your heart on his chest and you'll be able to hear it really, really loudly, really, really clearly. And the same thing again, get him to count or watch on his timer for 6 seconds, and then count all the heartbeats in 6 seconds, and then multiply that number by 10. Once you've done all of that and you have finished your 5 activities, wait again another 30 seconds to 1 minute, and then just check your resting heart rate once you've finished all those activities. Does it return back to its normal resting heart rate, or does it go up, or does it go down? It'll be interesting to find out what you guys have put, okay? So, what did you notice? Was there anything shocking? Was there anything interesting that you found? Just write a short sentence underneath if you have found anything that you thought was interesting or a bit odd, and we can have a conversation about that, or try to unpick maybe why that is happening. But I'm really looking forward to see your data. I'm really looking forward to see your circuit training as well. If you want to take a video at all of it, then feel free to. If not, that is our math lesson today, guys. Nice, short and sweet. Have a lovely day. Stay safe. Bye bye.